Hello and welcome to my presentation of the Bosnian Genocide Monument Pitch. My name is Vincent Leto, and here's my presentation. So some background to the genocide is the Bosnian Genocide actually started as a war between Bosnian Muslims and Bosnian Serbs. And these are two different religious groups that are also of different ethnic background, as the Bosnian Serbs originated in Serbia and the Bosnian Muslims are original to the area of Bosnia as it was before it became independent of Serbia. And this was a 3-year war in which, towards the end, you see a Bosnian Serb offensive against the Bosnian Muslim people. And this killed 200,000 Bosnian Muslims, in addition to 4 million Bosnian Muslims either being relocated by means of seeking asylum in a neighboring country or eventually making their way to the United States. And this was an ethnic cleansing. But that's not all. There's more to discuss on this. So some more background is this war did originate right after Serbia and Bosnia became separate countries, and then as it became an independent country, the Bosnian Muslims were the majority population. The Bosnian Serbians were essentially stripped of their home country and organized a military offensive. The way they did this kind of acted in a way similar to the Nazis in the Holocaust, because they separated the men and the women, and then they would kill the men while raping and torturing women. And then towards the end of December in 1995, the United Nations, combined with some Bosnian and Croatian military groups, move in, sweep through, and destroy the rest of the Bosnian Serb military. But, why does this need to be commemorated? Well, here, let me tell you. It's really important because as someone, not personally, but someone who would be from that country, especially if that person had lived through it and they lost someone, that would be something that they would really want to remember, something that they wouldn't want just gone with the wind. Oh, it happened. Let's move on. It's a memory, and it's very important, and it becomes part of that person's history, and not a small part either. Whether they lost someone very close to them that they were related to, they lost their home, or they were a victim of some sort of torture or cruelty themselves. As people, we memorialize things we want to remember, and also that way we don't forget it. And with such a tragedy, it's easy for people to just try and forget the pain as a way of coping through such a traumatizing event. And an entire country that had just declared its independence was brought to its knees in 3 years, and having a population of less than 20 million people to lose 4.2, that's 20% of the population just completely gone. And lastly, here is my beautiful design for a memorial for this genocide, and the name of it is called The Beauty of Those Who Died Too Soon. And as you can see by my design, there is an inscription along the entrance arch, and that says, "Our dead are never dead to us until we have forgotten them." And I propose that this memorial be located in Sarajevo, Bosnia, which is actually the capital of Bosnia, and it is where a great deal of those who died during this genocide had lost their lives. Some really important features that also have a good meaning to this memorial are the marble exterior, Marble, when used in a building, is used to symbolize not only purity but also a certain boldness and power. And as you could also see by my design, the brick walls will be 200,000 bricks, each with its individual name from someone who died during the genocide. And I wasn't able to include it in the design. However, my plan is to have lily plants around the exterior of the memorial to symbolize life, as a lily plant is a very elegant and very light colored. Um, it's along that theme of life. A central garden courtyard with a shade tree, as this also symbolizes life, but in that life as a way of always surviving, the beauty even in the worst of circumstances. And that is what those people will come to this memorial to remember. And there will be rooms around the courtyard that would be inside the building that you could see. And then each room will be divided up by what it covers in the war and genocide, really. So, one room, you go through the doors of the entrance, you see a room that's playing videos of eyewitness accounts of the war, along with um, rooms that have a map that is interactive, where it will show the Bosnian Serb military movement through Bosnia as they go ahead and separate the men from the women and drive people from their homes and kill them. And this has been my presentation. I hope you enjoyed.